Hello everyone and welcome to this full JavaScript tutorial. Now in this tutorial we'll be learning about the basics of JavaScript, then moving on to other advanced topics in JavaScript such as validation, loops, and so on. Now first of all, what is JavaScript? Now JavaScript, often abbreviated as JS, is a scripting language used to create and control dynamic website content. Now think of things like interactive forms, animations, or even loading new content without refreshing your page. Now, how exactly does JavaScript work? Now JavaScript works along HTML and CSS. Use HTML to structure your page content, then CSS to style it. Then JavaScript is now what brings everything to life. Now for example, let's say you have a button on your web page. With JavaScript, you can make something happen when your user clicks the button, like showing an alert or changing the background color. So we can do something like that. Open up your code editor and create a new file in your folder. Then you set up your HTML template. Then I'm going to create a new button here and add the text of click me. Now in JavaScript we have, just like CSS, we have three ways of writing JavaScript. We have inline JavaScript, so just like this on click. Then we also have internal JavaScript, which is writing your JavaScript inside the script tag, so now all your JavaScript can be in here. Then we have external JavaScript, which will be writing all your JavaScript inside a JavaScript file, just like this. So for this we'll just simply use inline JavaScript. So now this is an on-click invert listener, so when our user clicks this, whatever code is written in this place is what is going to be run. So now when our user clicks, we want an alert to show, an alert, and our alert to say hello world. So we can also add some styling to this button primary. Then go back to your page and refresh, and when I click this button, you can see the alert here that says hello world. Now this is just this is something basic that we can do in JavaScript. We can do a whole lot more in JavaScript. Now JavaScript runs basically in two places, which is in your browser, which is called the client, or on the server, which is your back end. Now in the browser, this is where JavaScript shines. It helps websites respond to user actions, just like clicking a button or validating forms or even creating web-based games. Then on the server, JavaScript runs thanks to Node.js. Now what is Node.js? Node.js is a cross-platform open source JavaScript runtime environment that can run on both Windows, Linux, Unix, macOS, and more. So this is what allows our JavaScript code to run on the server. Now what can you do with JavaScript? There are a whole lot of things you can do with JavaScript. You can pretty much do anything you want with JavaScript, and a few of those examples are creating interactive websites. Now think of websites like social media sites where our feed is updated in real time. You can do that with JavaScript. Then web-based games. Now many web-based games are built using JavaScript, same as mobile apps. Now JavaScript has frameworks and libraries. Now a framework or a library is something that is built on top of a language, which makes developing in that language a whole lot easier and faster. So a framework like React Native is built on top of JavaScript and lets you build both iOS and Android apps. Then we also have server-side applications. As I mentioned earlier, we can build server-side applications in JavaScript using Node.js. Then even machine learning, even though this is mostly done using the Python language, we can also do machine learning in JavaScript using the JavaScript library TensorFlow.js. Now there are popular JavaScript frameworks and libraries, and the most popular out of all are React. Now React was developed by Facebook and it's great for building user interfaces. We also have Vue.js. Now Vue is a very flexible framework for building interactive UIs and so on. Then we also have Angular. Now Angular is a more structured framework which was developed by Google. Now the question is JavaScript hard to learn? Now the good news is no, JavaScript is not hard to learn. JavaScript has a very gentle learning curve, especially if you're familiar with HTML and CSS. And even if you're a complete beginner, JavaScript is very beginner friendly and it's a good place to start small and build up your skills over time. There are tons of resources online, from tutorials to coding challenges, that can help you along the way. And JavaScript has a very strong and huge community that can help you with any issues you find yourself in. So that will be it for now. You know what JavaScript is and what you can do with it. In this tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to use JavaScript, the basics of JavaScript, and how we can build different applications and projects with it. See you in those videos, and bye for now.